Good afternoon and welcome to Winchester as the West Central Lady Cougars will take on the QND Rangers. In the JV game, which will be made up of two 10-minute quarters that has been agreed upon by the two teams, two 10-minute quarters. Starting lineups for QND, Leah Quintero. She is a 5'7" guard. She's a sophomore. Haley Schertel, a 5'7" guard. She's also a sophomore. Lindsay Fisher, a 5'8" forward, a junior. Layla Hernandez-Jones, a 5'8" forward. She is a sophomore. And Amber Durst, a 5'7" forward, also a sophomore. For the Lady Cougars, it'll be Briley Fox, number 10. Emma Smith, number 32. Laura Garrett, number 30. Lily Little, number 5, and Elise Brown, rounding out the 5 for West Central. Again, we'll be playing a JV game with two 10-minute quarters, and then we will move on to the varsity game. So we'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with JV action. And as we get started, QND starts with the basketball on the left wing. Is Quintero. She passes off to the left corner, back to Quintero. It'll come up to the top of the key. Again, we're going to play two 10-minute quarters agreed upon by both teams. Ball swung over, almost picked off. It stays in QND's possession. They continue to work the ball. It's going to be off the leg of number 12, and it'll be turnover number 1 for the Raiders. Fox brings the ball up the floor against the Raider defense. Kicks it over to Lily Little. Goes into Laura Garrett. It's kicked back out to Fox. Fox attacks, swings it over. Here comes Brown. Brown kicks out to Laura Garrett. Into the high post to Emma Smith, and she travels. (9:11) in quarter number 1. Again, we're going to play two 10-minute quarters. We have no score. QND bringing the ball up the floor. Guarded closely by Fox. She swings it all the way over to the corner. A dribble baseline, going to kick it out. Shot is up. It is no good. It's going to be rebounded by QND. That's Jones underneath. Kicks it back out. Shot up, and it's good. Amber Durst with the first 2 points of the game for the QND Raiders. Wide open is Lily Little. She's going to miss the layup, and here come the Raiders. Quintero brings the ball up the floor. She's going to push it. She's going to kick it back out, makes the West Central defense sprint back, and they do a nice job of cutting her off. Little pick and roll. She's going to go ahead and shoot it, and it's going to fall in. Quintero with 2 points. It is 4-0. QND. Fox brings the ball up the floor. He's going to kick it to the wing. We've had a couple good looks here, Coach, already. Just haven't put it in the hole.
Yeah, a couple baskets that have kind of rolled around the rim and getting good looks. That's the number 1 goal in this game. They'll eventually fall. It's got to keep shooting.
Good look.
It's going to be another turnover on the Cougars.
Good look. She just couldn't hang on to it. So with 7:50 to go in quarter number 1, it's QND 4, West Central 0. Quintero brings the ball up the floor, get guarded by Fox. She's going to kick it over to the wing. It's going to be a pick and roll action. She rolls. Nice little pick and roll, but she traveled before she put the ball down.
Just got a little ahead of herself there. Tried to take off running to the hoop before she had a chance to dribble. So turnover number 2 for the Raiders, be West Central basketball.
Fox brings it across the timeline. Just got to calm down and take care of the basketball here. 2 turnovers apiece for both teams. Laura Garrett in the high post. She had a nice little spin move. She's going to take a shot. She misses long. It's going to be rebounded by QND, and here they come. They're going to make you sprint back, that's for sure. Quintero with the ball. She's guarded by Fox. She takes to the hoop, kicks it out on the baseline. Going to be kicked to the top of the key. It's going to be reset. 7:07 to go, 4-0 QND. Quintero to Jones. Jones sweeps it, and she's going to the basket. She's going to miss the layup. It's going to be rebounded by QND. Ball loose, and it's going to go to West Central. Lily Little triggers the ball. That's a mouthful. I don't know if I can say Lily Little too many times today.
Tongue twister.
Yeah. West Central has it on the wing. That is Brown. She's going to penetrate, going to kick back out to Little. Little resets things, and she's going to pass and cut. Here comes Fox, and now the back cut. Emma Smith, she's going to take it to the basket. She's going to miss it. Here comes QND.
Another good look for the Cougars, just in and out.
Yep, nice little rebound kicked out to Fisher. Now Quintero, and she's going to be called for travel out here out top. Looked like she hopped before that ball hit the ground.
Man, these officials are watching those feet closely, huh?
Yeah. Who are the officials?
Gonna have to talk to them halftime.
Yeah.
We got Billy Hickox, John Deering, and Steve Keene, a very well-known veteran officiating crew in this area. We're gonna have a foul.
That's why I thought I heard a whistle, but nobody acted like they heard anything.
We're going to have a foul on Gabby Severs against the Cougars off the ball. It's going to be an illegal screen on her. So another turnover for the Cougars. Gabby Severs' first personal foul, and it will be Raider basketball.
Quintero brings the ball up the floor. She's going to attack Severs.
Severs draws the offensive foul.
And it looks like she does.
Quintero extended that left arm just enough to bounce Severs away from her, and she got caught. That will be her first personal foul as well. So each team has one team foul. 4-0, 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Severs bringing the ball up the floor for the Cougars.
She was guarded closely by Jones, but I don't think she ever really saw that pass. That's going to be turnover number 3.
I'm thinking the coach did something to make Severs mad there. Threw a bounce pass, drilled the coach right in the shoulder.
Going to the basket, and she turns it over. So QND with another turnover. I have them for 5 turnovers already. 5:45 to go in this quarter, 4-0 QND.
Cougars have been very active with their hands on the defensive side of the ball. So until we can get some shots falling, we got to rely on that defense.
Rebound by Jones, and she kind of loses her balance. Turnover number 6. West Central will have the ball out under.
Cougars are currently 0 for 5 from the field. A lot of good looks, so hopefully we can continue getting those looks, get one to fall, and once one falls, hopefully more will fall.
Severs with a long shot. She's going to miss it, and they're off to the races. Jones rebounds the ball, kicks ahead. And it looks like it's going to go out of bounds, but it's going to stay with QND. Jones kicked the ball out to Kentley, and she lost the handle a little bit. Couldn't go in for the layup, but the ball stays with QND. Now she triggers the ball. Almost picked off. Back inside, it's going to go up. She's going to miss it. Severs is going to have the rebound, and here comes West Central. Severs to the corner to Lashman. Lashman thinks about it, doesn't take it, throws across. It goes to Sturdivant. Sturdivant's going to put it up. She's just going to miss it.
Another one rattles in and out for the Cougars.
Yeah, it's cold night already. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Again, we're only going to play 2 10-minute quarters for the JV. 5 minutes, 4-0 QND. Defense is man-to-man defense. Sturdivant guarding the ball very closely. And she just flat out takes it. Here comes Gabby. Severs. Nice little defense there by Sturdivant. She pressured the ball, knocked the ball away, and it ended up falling into Severs' hands. Severs with the ball, and she's going to kick it off her foot. It's going to go the other way. Ball kick to the corner. It's going to be skipped up to the elbow. Shot is up. It is no good. Sturdivant with the rebound. And it's going to be a timeout. Coach Likes wants to talk about it. 4:20 in the first quarter, 4-0 QND.
We're going to have a 30-second timeout as well as a mass timeout here. So it'll be a 90-second break. We'll be back with you shortly. And we're back here in Winchester for the JV contest. QND still leads 4-0, 4:15 to go.
Sturman has the ball poked away. It's going to be a turnover, West Central, and QND down the floor and is fouled. Tristan White tried to save that ball, but probably didn't help the cause out. She tipped it ahead, and then QND picks it up, and off to the races they went. Allie Young at the free throw line. I think that's number 30. Can't see with her ponytail, but she hits number 1 of 2 free throws.
Young's second shot is up. No good. Quintero with the offensive rebound.
She's a nice little ball handler. You can tell she kind of, everything goes through her. She has the ball at the top of the key, 3:52 to go, 5-0 QND. Guarded closely by Sievers. It's going to be kicked into the baseline. Shot's going to go up, and it's going to be well, he's going to call travel there.
Could have either been a jump ball or a travel.
Yep, I was anticipating jump ball, but he called it travel.
I think he probably thought that she didn't have her hand on the ball long enough for the jump ball situation. So we're going with the travel. Another turnover on the Raiders. So it gives the Cougars the opportunity to possess the ball again, and we have another turnover. Sievers tried to pass it to Alexis Surratt. Was not able to handle it. Went out of bounds. So it will be QND basketball. 3:36 to go here in quarter one, with a 5-0 lead for the Raiders.
If you get a chance, you can be a West Central fan or you can be a QND fan, but if you can hit the subscribe button and you haven't done so already, please do so. The more subscriptions we get, the more features we can put on our YouTube page, so we greatly appreciate everyone who has subscribed to the page. Missed shot by QND, 3:16 to go in quarter number 1, 5-0 QND. Lily Little around the corner. She's going to kick out to Fox. Fox is going to kick over to the wing to Emma Smith. Smith sees Laura Garrett inside. Nice little turnaround by Laura. She misses it, but rebounded by Little. Little's going to kick it out and reset things. Brown with a nice little cut, and she's going to kick it back out to Fox. Out to Little. Little back to Brown. And we're getting nice looks at the basket. We just have to put the ball in the hole. Emma Smith tries to hit Laura Garrett on a cut. It's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay West Central ball. QND kind of slides into a 2-3 here on this out-of-bounds play.
Number 20, Jones, for the Raiders, enters the game, replaces Van Heck.
Fox with the shot. It's long. It's going to be rebounded by Quintero, and she's going to push it down the floor. It's going to be stopped by Fox. Good job by West Central stopping the ball. She ends up sliding right past everybody, though, and hits her second basket.
2:20 to go here in the first. 7-0 lead for the Raiders. Fox bringing the ball up the floor, passes to Smith. Smith to the top of the key to Brown. Brown with a 16-footer, and we get one to fall. Brown knocks down the shot from about 16 feet at the top of the key for the Cougars' first basket.
Quintero with the ball. She's going to kick it to the top of the key. It's going to be swung over. Laura Garrett gets her hands on it, and it stays with QND. Jones runs down the loose ball over to Quintero. Nice handles by the guard there. Only a sophomore. Looks like she really knows what she's doing out there. 1:35 left to go here in quarter number one. Jones has the ball in the corner, being pressured by Little. Kicks it back to Quintero. She's going to drive. Little tries to stop it, but she puts it off the glass and good. Nice soft touch.
9-2 lead now for the Raiders.
Fox kicks to the corner to Garrett. Garrett's going to be short. Might have got a piece of it. QND, she gets her own loose ball. She's going to put it up again long. Rebounded by number 30, Young. Young's going to kick out to Quintero. Quintero's going to attack Fox. She shuts her down, skips the ball over to Jones. 56 seconds left to go, and there's going to be a foul. It's going to be on Brown.
That's going to be Brown's first personal foul, team second. Shurtell entering the game for the Raiders.
Kentley's going to trigger the ball. She triggers it up to Jones. Jones drives with her left hand, and they're going to call her for traveling. It's turnover number 9 for QND.
52.5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Fox is going to dribble the ball up for the Cougars. Passes out to Little. Little swings it over to Brown. Brown with a three-pointer off the mark. Fight for the rebound. The Raiders come down with it. Emma Smith with a steal.
Yep, it was saved. It was saved by QND, Amber Durst, but when she saved it, threw it right in, and Emma was able to step in there and pick that off. She has the ball. It goes into Fox. Fox is going to take a shot. She's going to miss long. She's going to get her own rebound. Nobody boxed her out. Shoots, misses again. Brown with the rebound. Now it goes to Garrett. Garrett with the turnaround. She banks it in. They're battling. They're just not hitting it. They're not as hot, but it's 9-4. 13 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Quintero drives, splits the defense, goes right to the basket. Nice smooth shot. Layup was good. Up the floor. Brown had a good look at it, and it's not going to be any good. 11-4, quarter number 1. We'll take a break.
All right, welcome back here in Winchester. We are at the halftime intermission of this JV game. We've said it a few times, but this is a 2-quarter game. We are playing 2 10-minute quarters in the JV game, followed by the varsity game. So the varsity game is approximately going to tip off at 1:45 or 2 o'clock. So if you are wanting to just watch the varsity game, that would be the timeline there. QND is leading 11-4. They are led by Quintero, who has 8 points. Durst has 2, and Young is knocked down a free throw. So those are the 11 points for the QND Raiders. I think the story of the first half for those ladies is the fact that they have 9 turnovers. They shot 5 for 8 from the field. Out-rebounded the Cougars 10-8. But 9 turnovers has kind of plagued the QND Raiders here in the first half. For West Central, they have a bucket from Brown and a bucket from Garrett. The Cougars shot 2 of 17 from the field. So it's not a fact of getting shots up for the Cougars. It's just trying to get them to fall. The girls have had a lot of good looks. Just can't go in and inside the hoop. A lot of shots went in and out. Cougars have 6 turnovers. And like I said, QND is out-rebounding the Cougars 10-8 in the first half. So we have about 6 more minutes to go in halftime. We will take a break here. When we come back, we will bring you the second half of our JV contest this afternoon.
Welcome back to Winchester. We're just about ready to start the second half. Again, we're playing 2 10-minute halves or quarters or whatever you want to call it. It is right now it is 11-4. And, Coach, you know, in the first half you noticed QND pushing the ball down the floor. They had a nice couple of looks. You know, the bad thing about QND right now is they have 9 turnovers, and that's a kudos to our defense. We're getting back when they're trying to run in transition, and we're forcing some turnovers. But for West Central right now, I think you said it right before halftime, we're just not hitting open shots right now.
No, we're getting shots, 2 of 17 from the field, so we're getting plenty of looks, and all of our shots besides 2 have been inside the paint. So we're getting the open looks, just not getting them to fall.
Looks like QND will start without Leah Quintero, so she has 8 points to lead all scorers. She will not start the second half of this JV game. And West Central is going to shake some things up, too, as they start the second half. They won't start all of their starters. So probably something that we knew was going to happen with 2 10-minute quarters, halves, whatever you want to call it. So we'll see how it goes. 11-4 as we get started here. QND has the lead. West Central has the ball.
On the floor for the Cougars, we have Surratt, Sturdivant, White, Sievers, and Lashment. Those are the 5 starting here in the second half for the Cougars.
Surratt with the turnover. She was a little timid coming into that. Just get back to attacking things, and she'll be fine. She looks like a nice player that help us out in the future. Jones with the ball. She's going to kick it over to the wing. It's going to go all the way over here, back up to top. Kentley has the ball. She's dribbling around against Sturdivant. Sturdivant pressuring the ball, kicked out into the corner. QND is going to be called for another offensive foul. Offensive foul goes against number 12, Haley Schertel. Her first, team first for the quarter. Surratt brings the ball up the floor. She's going to be pressured to go left, and she finally does go left to White. Couple cuts, Lashment cuts, nice little cut. White's going to dribble the ball. She kicks it to Surratt. Surratt to Lashment. She kicks it back out to White. White kicks it over to Sturdivant. It's going to be knocked away. She tries to dribble it. She does get it back. No turnover. Sturdivant kicks over to Lashment. 9:07 to go in the game, 11-4. West Central down by 7. Lashment turns the ball over. Jones is there to scoop it up. She's going all the way to the basket. She spins. She kicks it all the way back out. Looks like a shot was attempted, but they're going to say out of bounds, Coach?
They're going to say out of bounds off the Cougars. It will maintain Raider basketball.
I think when Durst went to the basket, it was either going to be, I better call a foul, or it's going to go back to QND. QND tries to feed it in. It's going to be knocked away by Brown. It's going to stay here with West Central. They had her. They had her on the cut, just a little late on the pass. Long shot by QND. It's going to be long and missed. Little with the rebound. She's going to kick it over to Fox, and here comes the Cougars. 8:43 to go, 11-4. Little has the ball. It's kicked to Brown. Brown looking for a couple cutters. She's going to penetrate. She's going to kick out to Garrett. Garrett's going to take a long shot. Little short. She gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Brown. Brown with the ball above her head. She's being pressured. She attacks. And she went to pass and caught a QND Raider right in the nose. But she's fouled before the pass. Fouls on number 23, Amber Durst, her first. Little to trigger the ball for West Central. She kicks it to Brown. Brown's going to reset some things. It's going to be over to Smith. Smith on the wing, couple cutters. We've had good luck with those cutters. QND not jumping to the ball.
Kind of trailing, which is putting them in the situation to allow our cutters to get it behind us and allowing us to get those shots that we've been talking about.
Right.
So.
Little with the ball above her head. She passes into Garrett. Garrett with a nice backdoor pass. It gets knocked away, though. Number 12 knocks it away for QND. It'll be Little to trigger at 8:02 left to go in the quarter. She kicks out to Fox. Fox is going to take a long shot. She's going to miss it short. It's going to be rebounded by number 15, Fisher. She brings the ball up the floor. Kicks it over to Kentley, over to Jones. QND. Jones for QND, drives baseline. She's going to kick it all the way across the baseline. West Central's not doing a bad job. They're in passing lanes. They're being aggressive. They've just got to find a click in their offense here. Fox with the ball. She tries to, Kentley with the ball. She tries to pass it back door, and it's knocked away. Turnover number 10. Brown with the ball. Fox all the way to the basket. She's going to put it in. 11-6.
7:10 to go here in the second half.
Jones has the ball tipped, and it's going to be a jump ball. Fox jumps in there and ties up.
Possession arrow is in favor of the Cougars, so the Cougars have another opportunity here with 7:03 to chip away at the 11-6 lead by the Raiders.
The Cougars being aggressive. That's turnover number 11 for QND.
Just like before, the entire first half, the Cougars had very active hands on defense, and they've continued that here in the second half, which is given the Cougars more opportunities on the offensive end.
Laura Garrett with the turnover. It'll be 6:54 to go, 11-6. The QND Raiders are ahead of the West Central Cougars. Jones with the ball. She's going to dribble to the baseline. She's going to kick it in to number 15, Fisher.
Knocked out of bounds by the Cougars. It's going to stay here with the Raiders. Number 22, Addison Van Heck, enters the game for the Raiders.
Up screen is going to be looking for that backdoor cut off that screen, and they don't get it. Nice job by the Cougars to cover it up. Jones with the ball. Jones kicks it over to Van Heck, sorry. Van Heck with the ball. She kicks it to the wing. QND's moving the ball well. She's going to skip it. It's going to be turnover number 12. Lily Little picks it off, and here come the Cougars with 6:22 left to go. Fox with the long shot. She's going to miss it. It's going to be knocked, and QND could not secure the rebound. It'll go out of bounds and stay with West Central.
Number 23, Durst, enters the game for the Raiders. The Cougars, on the other hand, have a line change. 5 in, 5 out for likes. Sievers from the corner 3, a bit long.
QND rebounds the ball. Allie Young does a nice job running down the floor, and also West Central covering her up. She was open there for a second. And it looks like Coach Likes is going to call a 30-second timeout with 6:02 left to go in the second half. 11-6, QND will be back in 30 seconds. Back at it here at Winchester. Just under 6 minutes to go. 11-6 QND. Sievers has the ball. Passes it into Surratt. Almost traveled. Probably did. Long shot by Lashman. She misses. White gets the rebound. She misses. Lashman gets the rebound. She misses. And it's rebounded by QND. Here they come. QND's going to push the ball in transition. Nobody stops the ball, and she gets a shot off. She misses that shot. And it goes out of bounds. It will go to West Central.
Almost to the half-point mark here in the second quarter. Raiders still leading 11-6 Cougars basketball.
White with the ball. She triggers it over to Surratt. Surratt kicks it to Sturdivant. Sturdivant, a couple dribbles. Kicks it to Sievers. Nice cut by White. White had a shot, decided not to take it. kicks it out to Sturdivant. She loses the handle. Here comes QND. Allie Young pushes the ball up the floor, and she's going to get tied up.
Possession arrow is going to stay with the Raiders.
QND to trigger the ball. Looks like Amber Durst will trigger the ball for the Raiders. Kicks it all the way up to Fisher. Fisher has the ball. She's going to try to take a shot. It gets knocked away by Lashman. Turnover number 13 for the QND Raiders. Severs has the ball on the wing. Kicks it all the way across to White on a cut. Surratt takes a long shot. She's going to miss it. Good hustle by Severs. Nice job. She knocks it right back into bounds. Sturdivant grabs it, throws it, turns it over. Here comes Jones. She's going all the way for two. She misses the layup. White with the rebound. And here comes West Central. Maybe a little bit out of her element. She went to attack the basket, kicked it out to the wing. That's White, that is, to Lashman. But before she could, it was turned over. So that's turnover number 10. Looks like a timeout. We'll take it to 4:27 left to go in the second half. 11-6. QND holds on a 5-point lead.
We're back here in Winchester. It's going to be Raider basketball. 4:27 to go here in the second half. Raiders lead 11-6.
QND with the basketball. Jones has it on the wing. Dribbles down to the baseline. Is going to kick it right back out. She was stopped by Emma Smith defensively.
Laura Garrett hits it out of the hands of the QND player. Was going to go save it. Thought it was off of them maybe. But it landed out of bounds. It will remain Raider basketball. On the inbound, they throw it away. Lily Little with the steal. And she makes a layup. She attempted to make a cross-court pass, got it deflected, almost a turnover, got her own pass, and puts it up for two.
So West Central really pressuring the ball right now. It looks like 5 seconds is going to be called. Haley Schertel was looking for someone to pass to, had nobody, and 5 seconds was called by Steve Keene. So Fox will bring it across the timeline for West Central. Now you're just chipping away, 11-8. Fox kicks it over to Little. Little's going to take a long shot. She can hit those. Misses long. Emma Smith, rebound, kick it out to Brown. Brown's going to take a shot, and she hits it. And just like that, it's a one-point game. 3:30 to go in the second half. 11-10, QND holds on to the lead. West Central really bringing the pressure. Garrett guarding the ball. Kicks it over to Jones. Nobody's guarding her. Emma Smith finally picks her up. Fox guarding the wing. So nice job by West Central. They're really passing off. They're talking to each other. They're being aggressive, and you can feel the energy a little bit. And I say that with limited fans in the building.
We're going to have a foul on the Cougars on Lily Little, a hand check. Will be Raider basketball underneath. We have 3 minutes to go here in the second half. And like Denny said, the intensity in this ball game has really picked up.
Nice play design by QND. They just didn't execute it very well as far as it was going to be a lob pass, and the inbounder just didn't get back in bounds. And on the pass back, it goes out of bounds. Turnover number 16. 16 for the Raiders.
Fox bringing it across the half-court line for the Cougars. Pass to Little. Little hits Garrett, flash into the high post. Tries to hit Brown. Slash into the basket. Unable to control it. It will be another turnover on the Cougars. That is their 11th turnover now. Like we've said, it's a one-point game. The Cougars have fought their way back into this game, holding the Raiders so far in the second half to no points.
Back torque up by QND. Nice cut. It was a nice cut by Haley Schertel. The pass was just high.
Kentley threw it just a little bit high. Wasn't able to control that one. So, like we've kind of talked about, turnovers kind of plaguing the Raiders in this one. Little with a 15-foot jumper, unable to knock it down. And we're going to have a foul. Fast break opportunity. Two Cougars trying to stop the basketball. Unsure who the foul is going to be on. It's going to be on Elise Brown. That's her second personal.
The fundamentals really got that one. You know, Lily Little took the shot. Nice shot by Lily Little, but Allie Young with the box out.
Fisher tried to drive baseline there for the Raiders, and I can't see, but I believe she stepped on the baseline. So another turnover. Cougars' opportunity to take the lead.
Fox kicks it over to Little. Little kicks it to Brown. Brown's got the step on her, and then Fox just kind of took her eyes off the ball. When Brown went to pass it, she was already making her move and didn't catch it. Turnover number 12 for the Cougars. 2:04 left to go here in the half. 11-10. Again, we're only playing two 10-minute halves for the JV game, so 1:59 to go in the game, I should say. And here's Fox. She's going to go all the way to the basket. Fouled, and we'll go to the line for two. Fox picks the pass off on the wing. Really anticipated that well. Went all the way to the basket. Good hustle by QND to contest that. They do foul her. That's Jones on the foul, and Fox will go to the line for two.
Cougars with the opportunity to take the lead here. First shot up, no good. Eleven to 10 lead for the Raiders. 1:53 to go, and Fox's second free throw is up and good. We have a tie ball game at 11. Just under 2 minutes to go in this one.
So you shorten the game, Coach. Does that mean it's going to go to like 4 or 5 overtimes, or?
If it does, I'm firing my officials before the varsity game.
Kentley dribbles the ball up the floor, passes, and really kind of throws a no-foot pass to her teammate, and she couldn't handle it, and I don't blame her. That was a rocket.
A rocket from about 3 foot away.
That's turnover number 19 for that JV squad. Fox has the ball. It's all tied up at 11 with 1:53 to go, and yep, she did it. She traveled.
The worst part is she knocked down the shot.
Yeah, and we haven't hit any of those. Seems like we've really struggled to put the ball in the hole.
So it's going to be Raider basketball with 1:40 to go. We'll see what the Cougars defense can do here. Like we've mentioned, the Raiders have not scored here in the second half of this game.
And it'll be another turnover. So Jones fires the ball over to Kentley, and Kentley can't handle it. It's 20 turnovers for the QND Raiders. Of course, we haven't seen some of the players that we saw in the first half, and most notably Leah Quintero, but she had 8 quick points for the Raider JV squad. Nice pass by Fox underneath Emma Smith. Emma Smith misses the ball. It's going to be run down by Brown, and it's going to be a timeout by Coach Likes. 1:20 to go here in the second half, or 1:20 to go left in the game. It's all tied up at 11. We'll be back in 30 seconds. We're back at it. West Central has the ball. Fox at the top of the key. 1:18 left to go. She attacks the basket, going to kick it over to Brown. Brown's going to kick it to Little. Little's going to attack the basket, kick it to Fox. Man, it looks like they have a Steph. Nice pass by Fox underneath the Garrett. She's going to put it in.
The
Nice.
Cougars take the first lead of the game, 13-11, and we're under 1 minute to go.
A double dribble by Jones.
No, we're gonna have a foul first here.
Okay, I saw the signal out of one official.
One official had a double dribble, but we got a foul first.
So scratch the turnover. Jones was fouled. It'll be triggered by QND. 55 seconds left to go in the game. 13-11 West Central. And that is not over and back, no matter how many people want to yell at that one. So here it is, QND with the ball. They're going to kick it, move the ball over. That's Allie Young with the ball, kicks it to Jones. Still learning names, and this game's going to be over already. Kentley with the ball. Swings it over to number 12. QND being pressured by West Central. And the pass is picked off. It's going to be turnover number 20. And Coach Likes wants to talk about it. 23.9 seconds left to go in the game. 13-11 West Central. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
.9 seconds to go, 13-11 lead for the Cougars, and Cougars basketball underneath. They got it inbounded to Fox.
And here's where QND has some fouls to give, and they better look to probably do something here. Otherwise, and Coach is kind of trying to tell them to get up there. There's 12 seconds left. There's just not going to be enough time.
No, because after that foul, the Raiders still have to foul twice to send the Cougars to the line. So it's going to be tough.
Well, you better foul them before the ball's even triggered. I would just start holding. I guess the ball does get triggered a little. She's going to be tied up.
We're going to have a jump ball here. It's going to stay with the Cougars.
That's lucky for us, and a nice play by QND there. But, again, no foul.
Situation there, Little catches the ball right next to the half-court line. Give yourself.
Fox with the ball. There's going to be no foul. The time looks like it's going to run out, and it does. So it's going to be a 13-11 win for the JV squad. Again, we only played 2 10-minute halves or quarters or whatever you want to talk. 13-11 win. We'll be back with stats in just a minute.
right, welcome back to Winchester. We just wrapped up the JV game, and it was an 13-11 victory for the Cougars. It was only a 2-quarter or 2-half game, but the Cougars fought back there in the second half. They were down 11-4 at halftime, fought back to win 13-11. So with that said, the Cougars defense really locked down and created 22 turnovers in the game against the Raiders and shut them out in the second half. So kudos to the West Central Cougars defense in that contest. QND was led by Leah Quintero with 8 points. She had all 8 points there in the first half. She did not play any of the second half in this contest, and I would assume that she will be playing several minutes in this varsity contest for the Raiders. Durst had 2 points, and Young had 1, knocking down 1 of 2 free throws. Now for the Cougars. The Cougars had 2 different players with 4 points. With 4 points. Laura Garrett had 4, and Elise Brown had 4. Briley Fox had 3, and Lily Little had 2. I'd say the story of this game is the Cougars, like we talked about, the Cougars defense really created those 22 turnovers, which ultimately led to a lot more possessions on the offensive end. The Cougars did not shoot the ball the greatest today. I have them down for 4 of 25 from the 2-point range, and they were 0 for 7 from 3. So we're unable to knock down any long-range shots, but the tough defense led to a couple runouts there late in the second half that ultimately gave the Cougars the lead, and they were able to hold on for the victory. So with that said, we got 11 minutes to go until the varsity tip-off. We will have the national anthem, and then we will get this game started. So hang tight, 11 minutes, and we will get ready to tip off the QND Raiders versus the West Central Cougars varsity girls contest. We'll be back in a little bit.
At this time, if everyone would please rise, face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the high school girls basketball. We will have a great contest here between the QND Raiders, who come into today's contest with a record of 10-2, against our very own West Central Cougars. Our Cougars come into today's game, I believe they're 2-4 on the season. Lost a couple tight ones, and ready for action today, coming off of a very good JV victory. Let's see if the varsity girls can't keep up the intensity that the JV girls brought into this game. QND got the ball to start the game.
Long shot by Abby Schreck. It misses, and West Central has the ball. So you're going to see some JV players play. Fox for West Central, Quintero for QND. West Central gets the ball in. It goes into Emma Slagle, and she puts the first points up for West Central. 2-0. Nice move by Emma Slagle.
For the Cougars, we got Zaylee and Zoe Evans, Emma Slagle, Sydney Elliott, and Briley Fox.
Abby Schreck hits the shot for QND. It's all tied up at 2. You can tell already she's a nice player.
Only a sophomore.
West Central brings the ball up, skipped over to Elliott. Elliott on the wing, finds Fox in the middle. The one thing West Central on the JV game and varsity so far is they're finding the middle. I'm going to call that a pass for Zaylee Evans to Zoe Evans. She muscles it up, puts it in, and she's going to go to the line for one shot.
Zaylee took that ball to the hoop. I thought she may have got fouled there. Was no foul. Her sister Zoe came away with the loose ball, went up, got fouled, knocked it down. Missed her free throw early on here in the first. 6:40 to go. Cougars are leading 4-2.
Abby Schreck to the basket. She has a nice move, but she misses the layup. Here comes West Central. Zaylee Evans brings it across the timeline. She's going to attack. She goes to the basket. No foul called. Looked like she was fouled on that play. No foul called. Here comes QND. They're going to bring the ball up the floor. Schaefer with the ball, guarded by Evans.
I think one thing we saw during the JV game, this officiating crew, they're going to let them play a little bit, so we're going to have to fight through some contact. Got bumped a little bit. I agree with you, possibly a foul, but one of those situations, learn from it and adjust for later on in the game.
Yep. Quintero hits the shot on the other end. It is 4-4. It was a turnover, West Central. Emma Slagle went to the basket, lost the handle, went out of bounds. QND will have the ball. So 4-4, 6:04 left to go here in the first quarter. We are playing 4 quarters, right, Coach?
Yes, we are. We are playing 4 8-minute quarters, a traditional game.
Long shot by Abby Schreck, and she hits it. She knows what she's doing out there. I haven't seen QND play, but I'm very impressed already with the sophomore. 7-4, Zaylee Evans brings the ball up. What you've got to do is play your game. Emma Slagle with the long shot. She answers. 7-7, 5:30 to go, first quarter.
Schreck knocks down a 3. Slagle knocks down a 3. They're guarding each other. Should be a fun battle for this game.
Long shot by QND, and it's hit. I don't have
That's what I like to call a raindrop.
Yeah, Abby Ham with the three-point basket.
That looked like it almost hit the light up there above the rim.
QND brings the pressure. West Central breaks the pressure, but you better get out of that corner, Emma. Pass it to Zaylee, into Zoe to the corner. Zoe skips the ball. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with West Central. Poor Angie Slagle took the shot there on that cardboard cutout.
That one would have hurt. She's here twice. She's here in person and in cardboard cutout.
Yeah. Fox has the ball. She's going to bring it up to set the offense up. It goes to Slagle on the wing. Slagle has the ball, skips it over to Evans. That's Zaylee Evans. So West Central's doing a nice job attacking. Just stay aggressive. 4:38 left to go, 10-7. West Central down by 3.
Yeah, they're going to get Zaylee Evans on the offensive foul here with the hook. On her little spin move there, she kind of got that chicken wing. That's what they like to call that elbow sticking out there, and got it hooked around the defender. So happens quite a bit. Sometimes the officials don't see it, but that time, John Deering caught her. That will be Zaylee's first personal foul, team first as well.
Schreck with the ball, guarded by Slagle. She goes to the basket, and she's either going to be fouled by Slagle or Elliott.
It's going to be on Slagle. That's going to be her first personal as well. We have a few subs here. A couple names that we had during the JV game. Number 32, Emma Smith, and number 30, Laura Garrett. They replace Elliott and Zoe Evans.
Schreck with the shot. She hits it.
She just has very soft touch around the rim.
Just everything about her is very impressive. Steals the ball there. Going to be fouled. Looks like she kind of fell awkwardly, and looks like it may be an ankle. She's going to limp, kind of come over to the side here and limp. She's going to be replaced. She's replacing her is Abby Ham. So a lot of play in for QND. QND is going to pass the ball around. I'm going to try to get these names down before the end of the game. Sorry. One of the toughest things to do. Quintero with the ball, guarded by Fox. Oh, both those played in the JV game. Drive baseline by number 10, Schaefer. She's going to miss the shot. It's going to be rebounded by Garrett. 3:46 left to go, 12-7. QND in the lead. Slagle with the ball on the wing. Cut by Smith. And one thing that West Central has done on both levels is cut well. And QND has kind of been a little below the line, letting them get in front of them.
Skip pass to Zaylee Evans. She attacks a hoop. Off the front of the rim, Emma Smith with the rebound.
It's going to be tied up. It's going to stay with West Central. This is a mass break or a timeout?
I believe we're going to have a mass break.
3:24 left to go, 12-7 QND. We'll be back in just a minute. Emma Slagle will trigger the ball for West Central. 3:24 left to go in the first quarter. Zaylee Evans with a long shot. She's going to miss. Laura Garrett with a nice rebound. She's going to go back up with it. She's going to miss the shot. Emma Slagle with the rebound. Emma Smith with the rebound. Kicks it out to Zaylee Evans. Fox with a long shot. She's short on the shot and rebounded by QND. Quintero's going to push the ball up the floor. She had a nice JV game, only played a half, had 8 points in that half. Nice player as well. QND moves the ball around. Quintero on the wing. She's going to pass up to Shurtell. She's going to take the drive. Is going to kick out to the wing. That's Schaefer to the basket. She's going to be fouled. Fouled by Emma Smith. That'll be the 4th team foul, Emma's first foul. Lexi Schaefer at the line for 2 shots, I'm sorry. First shot is up and no good. Second shot is good. Extends QND's lead to 6, 13-11. They're going to bring the pressure, as they typically do. Ball passed ahead, and it's going to be a turnover. It goes right through, a little high. Emma Slagle threw it a little high. Emma Smith couldn't bring it down. It goes right through her hands. Turnover number 2 for West Central. Quintero triggers the ball. She gets the ball back, and she's going to set the offense up. Pass to the wing to number 2, Ham. Ham kicks it up to Schaefer. Schaefer with a long shot. She's going to miss it. It's going to be rebounded well by Laura Garrett. Really love how she's played today. Rebounding the ball well, attacking the basket. She's a nice player for us. 2:20 to go. Zaylee Evans around the corner. Gets the ball knocked away from her. She gets it back, and then she's fouled. Not quite sure who picked that up. Looks like it's going to be Schaefer, and that's her second.
First shot up by Zaylee Evans is a bit short. We have a sub coming in for the Raiders, number 23, Amber Durst. She came in for Schaefer. Evans' second free throw up and long. So 0 for 2 from the free throw line. And the Raiders come away with the defensive rebound.
The Raiders do a nice job of moving the ball around. Ham inside. That's inside to number 32, Lepper. Back out to Ham. She's going to drive baseline. She's going to be blocked by Emma Smith, but not before Emma fouled her. 1:58 left to go in the first quarter. Abby Ham will be at the line for 2 shots.
That foul was on Emma Smith. That is her second personal foul. So came in, gave us some good minutes, but picked up 2 quick fouls here in the first. Ham's first free throw off a little bit to the right. Sydney Elliott entering the game for the Cougars, coming in for Smith. Second free throw is up and good.
That extends the lead to 7. QND 14. And now all of a sudden what was working for West Central is they're falling into this throw the long pass. They're going to have to get back into cutting and making good passes. Don't worry about the long pass. You know, yeah, that's what they want you to see. They want you to see that skip pass. It's a long ways away so they can run it down.
Yes.
And the ball did hit the scores table, so it looks like the clock went out, so we're going to have to reset some things. It's back on. 1:40 left to go in the first quarter. 14-7, QND over the Cougars. Zaylee Evans looks to attack. She's going to kick it out to Emma Slagle. Now Emma breaks it down, kicks it out to Elliott to the baseline, back out to Zaylee Evans. 1:26 left to go. Evans tries to turn the corner. QND's doing a nice job on some help defense. She splits the defense, going to take the shots, misses it. Ham with the rebound. She kicks it out to Quintero, and here comes the Lady Raiders. Quintero guarded by Fox. You saw this a lot in the JV game, and Fox is going to pick up the foul.
That's the Cougars' 16th foul already here in the first quarter. So the next foul committed in this half, the Raiders will be shooting the bonus.
Nice pass on the inbound play to number 23, Durst, but she misses the shot. Fox with the ball, bringing it across the timeline. She's being pressured. Kicks it out to Zaylee Evans. Zaylee drives baseline. She's going to try to put a shot up. She's fouled. Zaylee Evans is fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. She's been there before. 0 for 2 on the night.
First shot's up. No good. A little long.
And the strategy for West Central is get back on defense. Nobody in the lane. She misses both of them. 50 seconds left to go in the quarter. QND slows it down. Quintero brings it across the timeline. She throws it over to Ham. Pick and roll action. Nothing going. Cougars defend that well. Shot by QND is good. Haley Schertel with 2 points. 16-7. 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Evans brings the ball across the timeline. She attacks it, gives it to Slagle. Slagle's dribbling up, passes over to Elliott. Elliott kind of fumbles it a little bit, stays with her. Out to Slagle. Slagle thinks about it, doesn't take it. 8 seconds left to go in the quarter. We're going to have to think about it. Fox with a long shot. She misses the shot. Laura Garrett crashes the board, does not come up with it, and that's going to be the quarter. 16-7. The QND Raiders over the West Central Cougars. Will be back in 30 seconds. The Cougars have the ball to start the second quarter. 16-7, the Raiders over the Cougars. And the story of the game, where I thought was going to be the game, was Abby Schreck, who had 7 quick points but left in the first quarter with an ankle injury, but she's back out there. So we're going to see what that injury has in store for her. Walking a little gingerly, as you can see, as she tried to get that ball from Lily Little. Fox with the ball, kicks it over to Evans. Evans on the cut from Little, nice cut. She puts the ball up, it's short. It's short.
It's going to stay here with the Cougars as the Raiders were unable to control the loose ball and it goes out of bounds.
It's a high-low cut here by West Central. West Central kicks it all the way over to the baseline. Zaylee Evans with the ball. She's done a nice job attacking, but she's, well, right before I thought would be a turnover was a foul.
That's the 4th team foul for the Raiders.
Ball goes into Elliott. Skip over to Slagle. Slagle's going to take a shot. She's going to miss. Here comes Abby Schreck with the ball. So let's kind of see what happens with Abby here. She's, like I said, she's done a nice job. Very smooth player. Really like what I see out of the sophomore, but she went down with an injury. Long shot. She just hits it. She's on the mark.
I guess if you shoot the ball that well, you don't really have to use that ankle to do a whole lot of cutting.
Right. And if I'm Emma, maybe I pressure her a little bit more. Here's the pass by Emma to Zaylee Evans. She leaves it short, and it's going to be QND with the rebound. They're going to push ahead. 6:44 to go. Here they come, and they get stopped by Emma Slagle. They're going to reset it, Abby Schreck. And I think I closed the gap on her now. You know, she's walking a little gingerly there. Close this gap, make her put it on the floor. One dribble by Abby Schreck. She misses long. Here comes West Central after Lily Little with the rebound. I got to quit saying that. That's too many L's. Skip by West Central. Nice ball movement, and it's going to be a foul. Abby Schreck picks up the foul. Nice skip from Little to Elliott. Elliott's going to go to the line for two. I'm going to have to start hitting our free throws, Coach. 0 for 4 so far.
Just like that, Sydney Elliott knocks down our first free throw as a team. Those are her first points of the game. 20-7 lead for the Raiders. 6:15 to go here in the second. Elliott's second free throw is up and also good. Zoe Evans will return for the Cougars, giving Elliott a quick breather. Quintero bringing the ball up the floor for the Raiders.
Abby Schreck with the mid-post jumper, and she hits it. Again, you're going to have to crowd her. She's not moving very well, but she can shoot. She can flat out shoot. She had a little ankle injury in the first if you're just joining us, and she's a little gimpy.
She has 12 of the Raiders' 22 points. And unsure the Raiders' shooting percentage right now due to missing part of the first quarter, but they are shooting very well and high-quality shots.
Abby Schreck comes down with the rebound, but she gets tied up by Emma Slagle, but it's going to stay with QND.
A 22-8 lead for the Raiders. 5:30 to go in their basketball. Pass to the corner.
Ham with the ball. It's going to go to the wing. They're looking for Abby Schreck in the post, and it's knocked away by Emma Slagle. So right here, I'm going to just crowd her, I think, and make her put the ball on the floor. She's got a little bit of a limp to her right now, but she's gotten it out, and she's a player. Dribble entry to the wing. She picks the ball up, top the key to Ham. Ham skips it over to Quintero, and it looks like there's going to be a foul away from the basket.
It's going to be an offensive foul on Chertel.
That's her second. Team foul number 6. So both teams will be in the bonus from here on out. 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter, 22-8. QND Raiders over the West Central Cougars.
The Raiders also subbed out Schreck, so she's hobbling pretty good on that left ankle. We will see what the coach for the Raiders will do with her with a 22-10 lead here in the second quarter.
Ham with the ball in the wing. She's going to dribble entry. Ooh, left a wide open player. She missed her. And that happens. Shot up. It's going to be blocked by Lily Little. And here comes West Central. Fox with the ball. She's a freshman. She's a nice player for us. Matched up against Quintero a lot in the JV game, and now it's happening in the varsity game as well.
Oh, no. Brad Slagle took a double shot there.
Let's see Slagles over here. They just keep getting hit. Cardboard cutouts, fans, is what we're talking about. We had a little fundraiser, and glad we were able to do it. We have more fans in the stands, but they're the cardboard variety. Fox with the ball at the top of the key. She's going to kick it over. Nope, she doesn't. She spin moves, kicks it over to Slagle now. 4:05 left to go. Long shot by Zaylee Evans. She's going to miss short, but it's rebounded by Emma Smith. Nice job by Emma. Come on, Emma. Kicks it out to Fox. Fox throws to Slagle, and she's fouled. Foul by QND. Slagle looks to be shaken up at the play. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be back. We're back here in Winchester, 3:53 to go, 21-11. The Raiders over the Cougars, and we just had a foul on the play. It looked like Emma Slagle was shaken up on the play. I don't know if she hit her head coach or really what went on down there, but she's going to go out of the game, and someone else is going to have to come in here and shoot her one and bonus. Looks like it's going to be Sydney Elliott, who just finished making two of two.
The foul was on number 12, Chertel. That's her third personal foul here in the first half.
Quintero all the way to the basket. Nobody stopped the ball. She did a nice job there, just missed the layup. Fox with the rebound. 3:38 left to go here in the second quarter. Zaylee Evans penetrates, going to kick it out to Laura Garrett. Laura's had a nice JV game and continues to play well here in the varsity game. Need to get her some more minutes. Fox with the fake. Here she goes. Shot missed. Emma Smith with the shot. Emma Smith with the rebound and the shot. She's fouled. She's going to go to the line for two.
Foul will be on Amber Durst for the Raiders. That's her first personal foul, but that is the Raiders' 8th team foul. Getting close to the double bonus mark.
Emma's first free throw is short. And really, Coach, right now, we've got to start hitting these free throws.
Yes, we are leaving several points on the floor, not knocking down these free shots.
Second shot by Emma Smith is good.
21-12 lead for the Raiders. And Abby Schreck has re-entered the game.
Long shot by Schreck. She misses wide left, and that's not something I've seen yet. She's a very good player, very good sophomore.
Wide left, turns around, and she has that look on her face that hurt.
Yep, she's not feeling well. If you didn't just catching up with us, she twisted her ankle in the first quarter and hasn't been the same. Shot by Zaylee Evans is missed, but they probably are going to get Emma Smith on the foul. 2:49 left to go, 21-12 QND over West Central. Is that her third? It is. It's her third foul. 17 foul. To the free throw line, it'll be Jordan Lepper. Smith will be replaced by Zoe Evans.
First free throw is up and good, so she'll get another shot. Second shot is also up and good. The two free throws made gives the Raiders an 11-point lead with 2:45 to go here in the first half.
West Central with the ball, kicked into Elliott, kicked back out to Fox. Fox has the ball here. She's going to dribble around. Tries to throw a skip pass, and what do you know? More cardboard fans go down.
Man, we've had several games here with these cutouts, and this is the first time they're taking a beating like this.
We've had volleyball games here, and they don't take this much of a beating.
I mean, on that play right there, we just had 3 cutouts get taken out.
Oh, shoot.
I wish John Daring would have been a little bit quicker to catch that ball.
Yeah, I think he wanted to see those go down. I don't know.
I'll have to talk to him at halftime about that. We got 2:25 to go here in the first half, Cougar basketball. Fox hits Elliott at the top of the key. Pass back to Fox. Fox dribbling, passes to Slagle in the corner. Slagle skips it to Elliott in the other corner. They get the ball down low to Zoe Evans. Good defense there by Lepper. Shot was up and no good, and the Raiders are back on the offensive end.
Schreck back in the game and with the ball. She's going to take the shot. She's going to miss long. And West Central just kind of caught standing there. Nobody boxed out. Nobody did anything. It falls right back in QND's hands. Quintero on the baseline. She puts it up with her left hand. Nice little move. It's good. 25-12. 25-12. It looks like QND's going to shift their defense. It's going to go into 2-3. Elliott's with the ball wide open in the corner. She thinks about it, and she takes it. Nice shot by Sydney Elliott.
Knocks down the Cougars' second 3 of the night.
We'll see if QND stays in that zone. I don't know if that was a one-time thing to throw them for a loop or what.
Based on Coach's reaction down there, I don't believe we're going to see that 2-3 zone again.
Well, nobody really ever came out on Sydney. She wasn't going to shoot it. It wasn't her first option for sure, but why not? You know, have confidence in what you're doing, and she hit it.
Yep. We have a foul on the Cougars. It's going to be on Sydney Elliott. That's her first personal.
I think it's Abby Ham at the line. I can't tell with her number.
Yes, it is.
Covered up by her hair.
Abby Ham knocks down her first free throw. Second free throw is up and also good. Unsure the total number, but the Raiders, they're knocking down their free throws, and they've extended their lead to 12 points, 27-15, with just over a minute to go here in the first half.
And just like that, QND's back into that man-to-man defense. Coach not happy with that little zone that he threw at him. Left a person wide open, and back at it they go. Evans with the ball. She kicks it to the wing, goes up high post to Sydney Elliott. Fox with a long shot. She hits it. Keep shooting them. That makes it 27-18 with 44 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Abby Schreck with the ball. She's going to pass it to the wing to Ham. Ham dribbles around the screen, kicks it into the corner to Schaefer. Schaefer all the way in the baseline, tries to skip it across to Quintero, does so. She loses a handle, but QND picks it back up. It looks like there's going to be a jump ball.
It's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow is in favor of the Cougars. So with 24 seconds left, Cougars have an opportunity here to cut into the Raider lead a little bit more.
Abby Schreck checks out of the game. She's kind of limping over to the sideline. I imagine they're just trying to manage that with 24 seconds left to go in the half. 27-18. Evans brings it across the timeline, throws it into the corner to Elliott. Back out to Evans. Evans tries to throw a skip pass. We've got to get out of that habit. Good hustle by Fox. She knocks it away from Quintero. Otherwise, it was going to be a layup. Quintero will trigger the ball. 11 seconds left to go. And Schreck back into the game.
Quintero taking the ball out of bounds for the Raiders.
They were looking for her. Ham with the ball. Now she has it back in her hands. Schreck with the shot. 6 seconds left. She's going to miss. Here come West Central. 3 seconds left to go. Zaylee Evans with the ball. She's going to shoot it from half court. She's going to be short, and that's going to be the final for the half. 27-18, the QND Raiders over the West Central Cougars. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Back here in Winchester, roughly about 5 minutes left to go in this halftime. It is 27-18. The QND Raiders lead the West Central Cougars. QND is led by Abby Schreck with 12 points, Abby Ham with 6 points, and Leah Quintero with 4 points. For the West Central Cougars, it's Sydney Elliott with 5 points, Emma Slagle with 5 points, Briley Fox with 3 points, Zaylee Evans and Zoe Evans both have 2 apiece, and Emma Smith rounds out the scoring with 1 point from the free throw line. West Central has 4 turnovers, QND has 2 turnovers, and the big story right now for West Central is free throws. They've made 3 out of their 9 attempts, whereas QND has made 6 of 8. So we're going to get ready here for the second half. Again, QND leads the West Central Cougars 27-18. We'll be back in a couple minutes. QND will start the third quarter with the basketball. Have to keep an eye on Abby Schreck. Like I said, she hurt her ankle just towards the end of the first quarter. She's not out there to start the second half. QND swings the ball over. Schaefer with the ball. It's going to go up to the top of the key to number 23, Amber Durst. Ham on the wing. Quintero now has it. QND's doing a nice job of some ball movement. West Central's doing a nice job of staying in front and working with them. Quintero with a long shot. Long rebound, and Zoe Evans has the board. 7:33 left to go in the third quarter. Zaylee Evans crosses the timeline. Triggers the offense to Emma Slagle. So keep attacking. That's probably the strategy. And Briley Fox throws a pass. Quintero gets her hands on it. She's going to steal it. She's going to put it up for 2. Turnover number 5 for West Central. They've done a nice job in the first half of not turning that ball over. The young freshman threw a skip pass there, and it got picked off. Missed shot by Emma Slagle. Schaefer has the ball. She's going to bring it across the timeline. Over to Quintero, guarded by Fox. Back to Schaefer. Durst to the wing. Ham with a shot fake, skips it over to Schaefer. QND being very patient. Offense kind of changes a little bit with Schreck not in the game. She did not start this second half. Again, she looked like she tweaked her ankle there late in the first quarter. She's come back. She's been in and out of the game. Just not the same. And as you know, if you played on a bum ankle, right, Coach? It's hard to get rolling. Things stiffen up. Fox with a nice pass to Elliott, and Elliott's going to score.
Very good cut to the basket by Elliott. Caught the defender watching Fox dribble, and Elliott cut back door, and very good pass and finish.
Nice job by the freshman finding that open look. Quintero with the shot, contested by Fox. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to be West Central ball.
The Cougars have climbed up, only trailing single digits now, 29-20. 5:57 to go. And Zaylee Evans bringing it up for the Cougars.
She triggers the ball inbounds triggers it to Emma Slagle. She's going to go all the way around. Nobody picks her up. She takes a shot. She misses a shot.
It's going to be a jump ball situation. Cougars will maintain possession here. Emma Slagle taking it out of bounds, passed it to Zaylee Evans, and a 3-ball just short. Fight for the rebound, and knocked out of bounds by Sydney Elliott.
Well, we talked about it at halftime. You know, keep battling, keep doing your things. This is a very good QND team, but also, second thing we talked about, we're 3 for 9 for the line. So when we get to the free throw line here in the second half, we've got to do a better job. Durst with the ball, and there's a foul away from the ball.
It's going to be on the Raiders. Another illegal screen. They're going to catch Schaefer with an illegal screen. That's her 3rd personal foul.
Coach Orn is kind of beside himself. You can just tell by that body language. A little frustrated, and that's sometimes just what West Central needs to do. Make it sloppy. Turn it into their game, not a rhythm game. Emma Slagle has the ball on the elbow. She's going to attack. Kicks it back out to Fox. Fox attacks. So the ball movement is there. Zaylee Evans throws the ball at the basket. Wild shot. She stays down, and the ball gets knocked out of bounds off of Schaefer's. Nope, it's going to stay with QND. At the other end of the floor after the shot, it looks like Zaylee Evans is down and staying down. So we're going to take a quick break here with 5:04 left to go. 29-20, QND over the Cougars. QND to trigger the ball. Zaylee Evans has gone out. I don't know if it's an ankle or a knee injury, but she doesn't look like she's going to be back. We'll check in with her status later. Quintero drives at Fox, a nice little tough runner. She pushed through contact and made the basket. 31-20, QND with the lead, 4:45 left to go. West Central moves the ball around. Little now in the game, kicks to Slagle. Slagle misses the ball short. Durst with the rebound, and here comes Quintero bringing the ball across the timeline. Guarded by Fox. She has a nice feel for the game as well. Dribbles the ball really well. Schaefer with the ball, kicks it into the corner. Nice little pass to Durst, and Durst puts it in. 33-20, 4:06 left to go. Fox now the primary ball handler for West Central as Zaylee Evans had gone out. Slagle with the spin move, gets it knocked away, but it knocked right into Emma Smith. She's going to get caught in there if she doesn't get out of there. Kicks it out to Slagle. Slagle with the ball above her head, and they're going to reset this. Little dribbles at Slagle. They do this little weave out here, and QND has done a nice job of just passing defenders off. Pick by Emma Smith, backdoor cut by Elliott. Ham gets her hand on the ball. Is this a jump ball or timeout? Looks like it's going to be a timeout for QND. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I'm back and forth. Timeout QND, 3:30 left to go in the third quarter, 33-20. We'll take the timeout as well. QND called the timeout, and they will have the ball here with 3:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Quintero will bring it across the timeline, guarded by Fox. Again, they are not playing with Abby Schreck here in the second half. She has 12 points, but tweaked her ankle in the first quarter. I see her over there with her shoe off, so I don't know if she's coming back or not. Ball gets knocked away. It's a turnover, QND. That's only number 4 for them for the game. Fox has the ball. West Central keeps pushing at them, down by 13. Very good defense on the QND Raiders on that weave. Staying underneath the screens, just passing each other off, doing what they're supposed to there. Fox backdoor cuts. Elliott does not throw it. And West Central just needs to get a flow to their offense. They're getting that backdoor cut. Nice pass by Little. Emma Slagle misses the shot, but she's fouled and going to go to the line.
Foul's going to be on Quintero.
Supposed to there. Fox backdoor cuts. Elliott does not throw it. And West Central just needs to get time. They've got to start hitting those free throws, and Emma Slagle hits the first one.
Slagle's second shot up. Short. Emma Smith with the offensive rebound, kick back out to Fox.
I'd like to see Emma Smith start working for that shot when she catches those rebounds or 2 feet from the basket. She sets the screen for Little. Little takes the shot off the screen. She misses it, tangled up with a QND player, and they have the rebound. Quintero brings it up for QND. Dribbling around, Fox stays in front of her, does a nice job. It's freshman against sophomore, I believe, right? It is. It's going to be a foul on West Central. Quintero's going to go to the line. She had a nice JV game, and she has 8 points so far here in the varsity game. And really been leaned on a little bit by QND with Abby Schreck sitting on the bench with an ankle injury. Quintero hits the first shot, extends QND's lead to 34-21 with 2:07 left to go in the third quarter. Second shot is good. 35-21, 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Little skips the ball over to Elliott. Elliott attacks the basket. She's going up. Nice move by Elliott. It's 2 points. We need more of that out of her.
Just doing a very good job attacking the rim.
Yeah. Little skips the ball over to Elliott. Elliott attacks the basket. She's going up. Nice move by Elliott. It's 2 points. And that's saying something because we need more of that out of her. Double screen at the top for Quintero. Quintero doesn't use it. Now she takes the jump shot at the elbow. Missed shot. Fox with the rebound, but tangled up with.
It's going to be tied up. It's going to be Cougar basketball.
Shurtell had her tangled up or tied up, and it's a jump ball. It'll be West Central's ball. So chip away here in the last minute and a half here in the third quarter and put yourself in good position going into the fourth. Fox with the ball, kicks it over to Little. Little again with that, trying to force that backdoor cut. QND's wise to it this time. Doesn't grab it though. Slagle comes up with it. It's short. Elliott with the rebound. She's going to go up. She's fouled, and she's going to go to the line for 2. Sydney's a different type of player tonight. I've really noticed how aggressive she is.
I don't know what time zone you're living in, but I call it this afternoon. Still daylight out, bud.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm
You're old. Elliott's first free throw is up and good.
When you get up at 4, like I did today, it probably is this afternoon by my body, so we'll go with it.
We're going to have a timeout by the Raiders here with 1:09 to go. 35-25 Raider lead. We will be back shortly.
QND has the ball. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. It's a 10-point game. QND holds the lead, 35-25. Quintero's isolated on the wing. Fox does a nice job of just staying in front of her, moving with her, and it's a turnover against QND. Number 5 for them on the game. Coach not happy with that set, and I don't blame him. 55 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Fox needs to watch those passes. Little attacks. She's going to kick out to Slagle. Slagle gets a step on her opponent. Shot up, and Laura Garrett, there she is again. I think she needs to see some more minutes, Coach. She's been playing well, really hitting the glass hard. And
it's going to be off Quintero's leg.
Turnover number 6. Quintero just moving a little faster probably than she should, and she's regrouped. 38 seconds left to go in the third. West Central with the ball. QND with the arrow. Laura Garrett throws a lob pass to Slagle, and she puts it in for 2. Nice pass by Laura Garrett. She's making some things happen. Quintero against Fox. Sophomore against freshman. Nice job by Fox staying in front. Somebody's picking the foul. Nope, it's going to be a travel. That's 3 straight turnovers by number 1. For QND. 13 seconds left to go. Fox with the ball. They're going to bring it across. High post to Elliott. She flashes. She shoots. Misses a little long. Good play. Good attack. Stop that ball. Stop that ball. And it's going to be kicked out of bounds. And that's how we're going to end the third quarter. 35-27. QND holds on to an 8-point lead. We'll be back for the fourth quarter in 30 seconds.
Welcome back to Winchester as we get ready to start the fourth quarter here. As you guys can see on your screen, the high school boys have tipped off in Triopia. JV started at 4 o'clock with the varsity to follow. Some big-time conference implications on this game between the Cougars and the Trojans this afternoon. But before that, we do have one more quarter here in the high school girls basketball game between the Raiders and Cougars. Cougars ended the third quarter with some momentum as they got several stops in a row, knocked down some hoops, and cut the lead to an 8-point lead. Coming out, the Raiders had the ball. Quintero shoots a three, unable to connect. Slagle with the defensive rebound.
So you have all your timeouts, Coach. I'd say chip away and use your timeouts as needed.
It's one of those things. Keep playing the way you've been playing.
Elliott with a long shot, and I tell you, she is on fire tonight. That second three of the game.
Just having some fun, too. You can see it in her face. She has a smile on her face. Having fun out here this afternoon. I think that's leading to some of the success.
So keep playing hard, ladies. Here we go. 5. We're only down 5, 7:14 to go. We've got QND on the ropes. They've had, there towards the end of the third quarter, 3 straight turnovers.
Quintero with the ball at the top of the key, dribbling, Fox guarding.
Over to Ham. Ham, oh, nice cut by Quintero. Ham has the ball. Nobody stops her. Left-handed move. She misses it. Nice move, but she just missed the layup. Slagle with the rebound. Here comes Fox. Fox with the ball. Ooh, you got to watch those passes. She sometimes turns to throw, and Lily was wide open.
Lily's three from the corner a bit short. Quintero with the backside rebound.
The Raiders slow it down a little bit. Again, they're playing without Abby Schreck here in the second half. She's got her shoe off, ice on the ankle. Doesn't look like she's coming back, and she was playing well for QND. Elliott guarding closely. Out to Quintero. She takes a long shot. She misses long. Elliott with the rebound. Kicks over to Slagle, and Fox is going to bring it up. Out for West Central as well as Zaylee Evans, who injured herself in the third quarter. So 2 big players out for West Central and QND. Slagle at the high post. She's going to attack, and she should. Off the glass and in. Nice move by Emma Slagle.
The lead's cut to 3, 6 minutes to go. Cougars playing with a lot of intensity like they ended the JV game with. So see what happens here in the next 6 minutes.
Nice job by Zoe Evans. She slid over to help, and she didn't move. And Quintero runs right into her. Ball gets knocked away, and it becomes West Central's ball.
Did a very good job walling up there, not committing a foul. Little lobs it into Slagle. Slagle goes up and is fouled. Headed to the line for 2 here.
You know, we've been in these situations both times as coaches. The team of West Central right now really pushing the thing. Really has some momentum, and if you're thinking QND, is it timeout time? Both have all 5 of their timeouts. At least the board tells me that.
I believe QND's used one of theirs.
I think they called a timeout, and then they ended up turning it into a mass break. So
very well it could have been. Slagle knocks down 1 of 2 from the line. Raiders now lead 35-33. Cougars have cut the lead down to 2.
Quintero rolls and passes to Lepper. She gets tied up. And the momentum is definitely with West Central.
It's going to be Cougar basketball after the tie-up here. 5:17 to go. I'm very shocked that Coach Orn for the Raiders has not called a timeout just to settle his girls down.
Well, he knows them better than we do. So, lob pass to Slagle, and she puts it in. She's tied this game.
They found an offense that's worked. The Raiders are having a hard time defending the lob pass here. The Cougars trailed by as many as 14 in the first half, have came back to tie it up at 35. We have a timeout, Raiders. It's going to be a full timeout. We will be back shortly.
Kick it out to Hildebrandt. Mueller will look for the dump down pass if he can. Gets it to Littleton instead. Wasn't there. Good patience. Man-to-man defense being played now. Littleton with the ball under the basket, and a jump ball call will happen. And it will stay with the Trojans. West Central switching up their defense. Now looks like they'll could be back into a 2-3 zone. Back in the game for Littleton now. Hildebrandt will get the ball. He gets it to Mueller. Mueller to Struby. Struby to Mueller. 2-3 zone now being played by West Central. They try to get it
down to 3 now. Okay, we're back here in Winchester. We got a tie ball game, 35 apiece. 4:58 to go.
And as Coach pointed out, it is their second timeout, so they've updated the scoreboard. 3 timeouts left for QND, 5 timeouts for West Central. Quintero with the ball. They go underneath the screen. She thinks about shooting it, but passes it off. West Central's doing a nice job of just packing that lane in right now. Quintero with the ball here at the top of the key. 4:38 left to go. It's all tied up. West Central has battled back. Nice job by Emma Smith. Again, just like Zoe Evans did the previous play. Wall up. She came to you. Don't move. You're in good help position. Fox passes over to Smith. Smith kicks it back out to Fox. Keep doing what you're doing. I think you said that right before the break, right, Coach? Nobody's guarding Emma Smith. She takes a shot. It's missed. Here comes QND. Across the timeline is Quintero. She hands it off to Ham. Ham around the screen. Guarded closely by Elliott. She crosses her up. Help side is there, but Lily Little fouls her on the way to the basket.
I think something our girls have got to do on the offensive end is they're wanting to keep running this high-low lob pass for Emma Slagle, but you got to get your offense set in the correct positioning to get the right matchups to allow that lob pass. Under 5 minutes here. Dead ball, I believe this is going to be a mass timeout. I didn't see any indications here, but they sent both teams to the bench. We will have a mass timeout. So it's going to be roughly a minute, 90 seconds. So we will be back shortly for the conclusion of this game.
West Central leading. And Beck will try again. Shot up no good. Rebounded by Little of West Central. Looks like Meyer with the ball. Gets it to Little. His shot up and good for 2. Makes it 9-4 our score. Reynolds with the ball. Hands it off to Bell. Bell running in the lane, looking. Hands it to Murphy. Murphy will try in the lane. He gets it to Reynolds. Reynolds 3-point shot up no good. Ball tipped and loose. And yeah, looks like Bell with a good effort there. But as he leaned over, ended up touching the line. So we'll be out of bounds off of Triope.
All right, we're back here in Winchester. Abby Ham headed to the free throw line for 2 after she was fouled by Lily Little. First shot was up and no good. Second shot up and is good. That's the Raiders' first points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cougars defense doing a very good job containing that Raiders offense. Knocks down a free throw, gives them a 1-point lead.
Brown just checks into the game. She hits a big shot. That ball always seems to find you when you just check into the game. And
hey, you
Brown
know what
hits
though?
it.
She did not hesitate. She caught in rhythm, went straight up, had the confidence.
Good for her. Shot by QND is missed. Lily Little has the ball, and now West Central leads 37-36. And Coach Bettis wants a timeout.
We're going to have a 30-second timeout here. Like Denny said, 37-36 lead for the Cougars, 3:17 to go. So hang tight. We'll be back shortly. Like we said, back very shortly here. Cougars are inbounding it to Fox.
Fox triggers it into Little. They're looking for that high-low, and they get it. It's going into Slagle, and she's fouled.
I believe they're going to get number 12, Shertel.
I don't know, Coach. I mean,
that's number 4 on Shertel, so.
Looked like Slagle was trying to split the defense. It could have gone either way, in my opinion. But for us, it worked out.
Yes, and Slagle knocks down her first free throw, extending the lead to 2. Slagle's second shot is up and also good. The Cougars are now leading 39-36 with just over 3 minutes to go in this one.
Quintero brings the ball up the floor. She skips it over to Ham. Ham in the wing to Schaefer. Schaefer looking in for Lepper, and it's taken away by Sydney Elliott. Nice job by Sydney. All around having a great game.
Fox bringing it across the midway point for the Cougars. Passed it to Little. Little gets it to Slagle. Slagle goes up, gets her own rebound after a miss. Can't connect, but the Cougars retain it after an offensive rebound by Elliott. Fox has it back up top, setting it up the offense again. They get the high-low again. Elliott to Slagle. Slagle knocks down 2 more. And those two are working very well together on the high-low action.
QND is just on their heels.
They're on their heels. They're not working for defensive position.
Yeah, a little close to a turnover, but looks like there's going to be a foul.
They're going to get Briley Fox with a hand check reaching in. That's her 3rd personal foul. Only the Cougars' 3rd team foul of the half, though, so plenty of fouls to give. But with a 5-point lead here, they have an opportunity. Quintero cannot knock down a slashing cut to the hoop. The Cougars come down with the rebound. We're under the 2-minute mark. Cougars lead 41-36.
Brown with the ball. She's fresh into the game like we talked about. To the high post. Looks like Coach Bettis wants to talk about it. I don't know if this is going to be what's going on here. Not a timeout. Was it a turnover? What? I didn't see any of this.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Anyway, it's QND's ball. Quintero with the ball. 1:47 left to go. QND down 5 now. Lepper with the ball at the top of the key. She's going to swing it over to Schaefer. Schaefer has the ball in the wing. Going to be a pick and roll here. And it's taken away by Sydney. Elliott just took the ball away from her.
They called jump ball. I thought she ripped it out of her hands in time before the jump ball, but that is a split-second decision. Billy Hickox believed that they both had it for a period of time, so the jump ball was called. Possession arrow stays with the Raiders with 1:36 to go.
Quintero with the ball, swings it over to the wing. Back over to Quintero with the ball to Ham. Ball above her head. Good defense, staying in front. Ham goes to the basket. Nice move by her. She misses the shot. She gets her own rebound, kicks it over to Schaefer. Schaefer travels.
Took off before she dribbled. That is another turnover for the Raiders here. 1:19 to go, and the Cougars hold a 5-point lead.
And here comes the press. So now you've got a young kid in Fox going to help bring this ball up the floor. No Zaylee Evans, folks. She twisted her ankle. Pass to Slagle, and just like that, it's a turnover. You know, if you have 4 timeouts, Coach, you may want to get one here and just talk about what you want to do. And maybe not now. Let them play defense. But if you get the ball back and you have 4 timeouts and you can set your press breaker up, set it up.
Especially just to calm the girls down and know to expect pressure on a make or a miss.
Right.
The Raiders are in a situation trailing by 5.
Backdoor cut knocked away by Little. Nice job defensively.
Very good job. Used the proper hand. Knocked it away right into Emma Slagle's lap. So,
and that helps you break the press. You know, in a turnover like that, they don't have as much time to set themselves up. So,
well, the Cougars are in one of those situations here right now. Is keep doing what we're doing. Just because they extend the pressure a little bit, keep playing the basketball game that's brought you back into this game.
Right, and just as Elise dribbled that ball off either her foot or their foot, Coach Bettis wants to talk about it. So we're going to take a 30-second break too. 52 seconds left to go. 41-36, West Central with the lead.
Brown in Kicks it out to Meyer. To Little. Little's three-point shot up and good. That makes it 16-6. West Central with a 10-point lead.
All right, we're back here in Winchester. Like we said, 52.5 seconds to go. Lily Little will inbound it for the Cougars. Inbounded it to Fox. Fox guarded by Quintero.
And they have a foul to give, so it'll be interesting what the strategy is here. 45 seconds. They're going to need the ball. They're down 5, 2-possession game. And there it is.
Good pass. Very good pass. High-low situation from Elise Brown to Sydney Elliott for 2 more points. 43-36 lead, 29 seconds to go. Quintero slashes to the hoop and is fouled by Lily Little. That's Little's second personal foul, team 4th. Quintero headed to the line for 2. First shot up and is good. Second free throw up. Short. Fox gets the rebound. Here comes the pressure. A lob pass to Little.
Over to Elliott. Elliott's looking.
Coach Bettis calls a timeout. We got 20.9 seconds to go. Cougars are up by 6, 43-37.
20.9 seconds left to go. You know, QND still has that foul to give. Down by 6. They're probably going to have to foul right off the bat. They're going to have to put West Central on the line. That struggled in the first half. You know, only 3 of 9 in the first half. They've done a little better here in the second half. But no Zaylee Evans to help the freshman with the pressure, and she's done a nice job. Fox has really handled herself well.
Fox has done a very good job, but at the same point, we got 2 seniors out here who have really done a very good job working together and really leading this comeback between Elliott and Slagle.
Right. 17 points for Slagle, 16 points for Elliott, and doing a heck of a job. You're right.
Just take care of the basketball.
And this game's going to be over, folks. I don't even think now they foul.
No, Coach Bettis got a timeout before the foul. So we got a 6-point lead, 43-37. Cougars leading with 11 seconds to go. And I don't know about you, but the Raiders, they're not fouling. Their coach is sending them back out on the floor already. He is very frustrated in this one.
And that's hats off to us. Our defense has been pretty solid, and our offense came to life here in the second half.
Absolutely, and it's not the fact that we've been shooting jumpers. It's we're running an offense and we're getting the ball to the hoop.
And they're gonna leave it on the table. They're not even gonna foul. 43-37. That's gonna be our final score. The win for the Cougars. We'll be back in just a minute with some stats.
Triopia will have the ball out of the timeout. Mueller, top of the key. Picks up his dribble, looks to get it to a guard if he can. Get it to Little, and Little give it right back to him. Watching it for Bell, come off a screen, dumps it down to Little. Little, shot up, no good. And it will be West Central ball. West Central pushing it up, Barry. Gets it to Brown, back to Barry, shot up, no good, and will be rebounded by Little. Little shot also no good, and Yep, a foul, I think, on Littleton is what's going to be called. Yep, foul on Littleton. That will be his first foul. Hildebrandt in for Little. Looks like a mass timeout now. Or a 30-second timeout.
It's a 30, yeah, the Masters won about 30 seconds ago.
That's what I thought.
Coach Thompson reminded Coach Severs of that. We already had a timeout. You're going to get two.
Maybe wanted to use them like Pleasant Hills coach did last night.
He used 3 in the first 4 minutes of the first quarter.
Like you said, you can't take them with you. Might as well use them.
Hey, welcome back to Winchester, everyone. After a very exciting varsity basketball game and a 43-37 victory for our very own West Central Cougars, Denny's here for post-game wrap-up, and then we will have a quick interview with Coach Bettis and give you a slight update for the week to come.
QND falls to 10-3, leading scorers for QND all in the first half. Abby Schreck with 12 points, followed by Leah Quintero with 11 points, and Abby Ham with 7 points. 2 points for Abby Durst and 2 points for Jordan Lepper for a total of 37 points. West Central big nights from Emma Slagle, 17 points, and Sydney Elliott, 16 points. 3 points from Briley Fox, 2 points for Elise Brown, 2 points from Zaylee Evans, who was hurt in the third quarter and did not return, one of our point guards, and 1 point for Emma Smith. 43 points total for the Cougars. Cougars did a nice job tonight, 43-27. We'll be back in about 30 seconds with Coach Bettis.
Here you go.
Back here in Winchester with the winning coach, Coach Bettis, 43-37 win, Coach. What are your thoughts?
Big win. I've been doing this for a long time, actually 26 years, and been playing against Notre Dame back when it was Bluffs Meridosian. And I told them in locker room, this is the first time we've ever beat QND, and had some good battles with them before. But this, not only was this a big win, the way we did it, and we came back and we were struggling scoring, and we've been struggle scoring in this first half and all season, and this flat took over. But I think the big difference was we finally played as a unit on defense and shut a very quality team down. What did they have in the second half, Denny? 10?
10 total points in the second half, and I agree with you. Your defense really stepped up, and I thought that was all game long. You know, you talked
Right.
about your offense struggling here in the first half. Came to life in the second half.
Yes, it did, and we had some players step up, and we even said this in the locker room. Sometimes as coaches don't get everything right. We've been talking all year about getting Emma Slagle back inside a little bit, but with our combinations and our size, sometimes that we have a hard time doing that, and that's why at the end we moved her back outside to take care of the ball. But when I sent Sydney Elliott in the first time, and we talked about letting her shoot threes, that you got to be ready to catch and shoot, and she was kind of tentative, but knocked that first one and got 2 big ones and had a great night offensively, because we have really struggled from that offensive end. And if we can get, I think you said Emma had 19 and
17 points for Emma and 16 from Sydney.
I mean, that's pretty good from those two. And what was our total number of points?
43 total.
That's about our average, right about there. But I think the difference was we played a little more team defense, got a lot of turnovers. We caused them to turn the ball over a lot down the stretch in that last quarter, and I'm very impressed with them. I mean, this whole situation's been tough, playing with the mask and not getting a lot of practices in, the stuff we'd have fixed this summer, but we're getting it fixed now. And we got a shot. We play a tough Brown County team on Monday, but, I mean, it should show them tonight if you're able to beat Quincy Notre Dame, who split with Minden Unity, who already beat us once, that we can probably play with everybody, but it takes a team effort, and we've got to play together offensively and defensively.
Quality win, Coach. 43-37. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome, and we'll take a couple more of them this year.
All right. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a minute. Hey, thanks. Back here in Winchester as we wrap up a Cougar victory, 43-37, West Central over QND. We'll be back in action on live stream this Thursday. Our junior high girl volleyball team will play or go up against Pittsfield. And then Saturday, our high school boys basketball team is back here in action against Berry Western at 3 o'clock on Saturday. So that's a 6 o'clock game on Thursday. Tune in. We'll have a link out there on our web pages. And then tune in on Saturday as our high school boys come back home and play Berry Western. It's been fun, but I'm tired and I'm ready to go home. So it's 43-37 win against West Central. Good job, ladies. We'll catch you on Thursday.